Hey, congratulations to you. You've gotten your passport request, meaning it's time for you to start packing for your relocation, be it Canada, UK, Australia, US. I'm going to be telling you all the things you need to do to prepare for your travel/relocation to these countries that I mentioned. But I'm going to be, tilting a little bit towards Canada because that's where I live, right? So I'm going to be giving some nuggets with regards to Canada, but like 80% of this video is still going to be things you need to do to prep to relocate, okay? So hold that thought, don't go anywhere, and I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hamida and I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in Toronto, Canada. I film about lifestyle, i.e. living in Canada, vlogs, a sprinkle of career and a sprinkle of story times from time to time. If this is your first time here, hey girl, hey guy, thank you for stopping by here. Please consider subscribing down below to join this beautiful family. To my existing subscribers, you know the vibe. Thank you so much for always coming to watch my videos. I hope that you learn a thing or two towards the end of this video, and please make sure to hit the like button if you learned something here today, just so that YouTube can recommend my videos to others. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the reason why we are here. So like I said earlier, congratulations, it's time to jackpot. It's time to move, right? So at this point I want to believe that you have concluded on your travel dates, and you've actually even booked your flight, or maybe at the verge of booking your flight. Okay, so I'm just going to skip those two steps and go straight into the business. And so the first thing you want to do to prepare yourself for relocation will be to gather your documents, right? Your credentials, which involves obviously your resumes, your certificates, everything relating to school and studies and education. And also you want to add, like, obviously your travel document, that is your passport. And please don't forget your visa. If you already have it, keep it safe. It's going to be on your passport anyways. Also you want to take cognizance of your Bible or your Quran and all of that stuff, essentially any document. Also you want to pack your medical records, right? You just might need it if you have children, the proof of their immunization records and all of that stuff. Please do not forget, right? Also you want to remember to get your driver's license. If you haven't, it would be nice to get it before you leave Nigeria. You want to also get your driving extract, right? So if you've been driving for a long time, say 2 years and above, even 1 year, essentially get your driving license extract, because for example here in Canada, if you have a driving license extract that is more than 2 years, you don't need to wait for a year to be able to drive. Okay, you can literally start driving instantly once you pass the road assessment test, right? So please make sure to get the driving extract alongside your driver's license. And there's also something called the insurance no claim letter. So meaning you're going to get a letter from your insurance company in Nigeria stating that, that's the title of the letter. And once you ask them, they already know. It's going to state that you've never had an accident, or you've never claimed anything. Essentially, this letter is going to save you a lot of money when it comes to paying for insurance in your new country. Okay, so please make sure to get the insurance no claim letter, especially for those that have the comprehensive insurance in Nigeria. I don't know if those 5K or 10K insurance that we use issue that letter, but you can definitely find out. But essentially just get that insurance no claim letter, okay? Whether it's comprehensive or not, try to get it from your insurance provider. I already mentioned the medical records. So yeah, essentially every document you think will be valuable to you. Your WAEC results, it might look like it's nothing, please pack that, okay? So next thing you want to do is declutter. Like, you have everybody always has lots of things, and here's the thing, realistically you're going to fit your entire life into 2 boxes, okay? Like, imagine fitting your entire life into 2 boxes, right? I'm not even going to count the hand luggage because it's nothing, right? So that means that there's no room for all your stuff, right? Unless you are a guy that doesn't really have things, but hey, you have to pack food, right? But yeah, essentially you need to give out your things, put your things up for sale, i.e. you want to sell your car, you want to sublet your apartment, you know, essentially put things up for sale, give things out, donate things to orphanage. Those are one of the things that I did. I went to an orphanage. I donated a lot of, you know, clothes and things, as well as gifting some people as well. So essentially just declutter to the barest minimum. If you're a business owner and you don't want to shut down, make sure you hand over your business to whoever is going to look after it. If you have a property and you don't want to sell, make sure you have somebody that is monitoring for you, or even like a real estate agent. If you want to sell, feel free to do that as well. Essentially, tighten all your loose ends, sell things, give out things, declutter to the barest minimum, okay? So the next thing you want to do, this is, I don't know if I should say this here, but I'll just say it right now anyways, instead of waiting, is if you're a guy, learn how to cut your hair, okay? It's not cheap here. And if you're a girl, learn how to make hair. Those are one of the things that I regret doing myself, because literally I could have just gone to a 2 weeks training school just to at least learn how to weave, right? So please, if you're a girl and you are not like leaving almost immediately, you get your passport back and you still have some time in between sending your passport and getting it back, I advise that you sort of sign up for this salon and whatnot, even if it is 2 weeks, right? It's going to save you a lot of money here. So learn to make your hair and learn to cut your hair for the guys. Next thing you want to do is visit the bank, right? You want to go to the bank to, you know, change your naira to dollar. You want to, what's it called now? You want to close accounts that you're not using. I mean, I used to have like, what, 4 accounts. I regret not closing them because they just keep accumulating charges. So if you are sure that you don't need more than 1 or 2 accounts, please make sure you visit your bank and close. And that also might be a good time to like verify that your NIN is correct, because you might need it when you relocate to reissue your passport and all of that stuff. Essentially, make sure your BVN is intact, things that won't stress you when you relocate, because you can't really reach them from here. They hardly even reply emails, right? So go to your bank, tie up loose ends. Next thing you want to do is go to the hospital and do your medical checkup. Here's the thing, a healthcare screen in Canada, blah blah blah. It might take a while for you to get a family doctor. Even when you do, you'll be on a queue. I mean, unless of course you have a critical illness. So if you know that normally you do your routine checkup, or even if you don't, I'm telling you now, please go and do your checkup and try to treat whatever. Like, it's going to save you, and then you come here with the medical record if you need to continue treatment and all of that. But please go to the dentist, because you know it might take a while for you to get a job, you know, that would have benefits and all of that stuff. So if you know you routinely go to the dentist, please do that before you leave. Go and check your eyes, get your glasses. If you use recommended glasses, make sure to bring an extra pair, because it ain't cheap here, okay? So please, you know, everything medical, dental, eye, medical checkups and all of that stuff, please make sure to do all of that. Then the next thing you want to do is begin to buy your luggages, right? So like I said, you are entitled to 2. Even if you have business class, max you get 32 kg instead of the regular 23 kg in 2 places, unless of course you want to pay to check in 2 extra bags like I did, which made no sense. So yeah, essentially standard for most of the airlines, you get 23 kg in 2 places, right? And so here's the thing, when you're buying your luggages, you want to be wary of the size, right? Because there are some boxes that weigh like 5 kg unprovoked. They weigh 5 kg unprovoked, and you know that already means you have just 18 kg left. So my advice is for you to get a duffel bag. You're not coming here to do shakara. You're relocating, you're not visiting. You know, when you're traveling for tourism, hey, feel free to move around with all your fancy boxes, unless of course you have money to pay for excess luggage and also to check in your bag. So I have a video where I talked about how to make the most of excess luggage, i.e. instead of checking in a new bag, what you have to do to pay the barest money, attainable. So I'm going to link that somewhere here for you to watch if you haven't, just in case you have excess luggage. Okay, so back to what I was saying, make sure that you buy duffel bags. They're still fancy, probably would weigh less than 1 kg, right? Or you get those, because I know when I had excess luggage at the airport, they gave me this gray color. It looks like Ghana must go, but yeah, thicker. You want to get that. Wrap it, shrink wrap it at the airport, and you're good. Because here's the thing, like there's no shakara. Of course, go with your hand luggage properly, but like your 2 boxes, if you have a lot of things, just get 2 nice duffel bag, lightweight, right? So when you're traveling for tourism, feel free to wheel your box all over, right? But hey, that's just my suggestion. Okay, so begin to buy your luggage, and please also make sure to check the size and dimension. Every airline would give you the dimension of the bag that you check in for your hand luggage. For the most part, you have between 7 to 8 kg allowance, and you don't want hand luggage that's already weighing 5 kg. What do you want to put inside? So yeah, and also the dimension. I know British Airways, last time I used them, they'll give you like a basket where you have to drop your hand luggage inside. So if it doesn't fit into that container that you're dropping, it means that you can't go with it. Okay, so please make sure to check that as well. And then the next thing you want to do is start getting like your packing bags, i.e. Ziplocs, sealable or resealable nylons and all of that. So essentially all the things that will aid your packing. You want to get like your sellotape, your paper tapes, sticky notes to label your items, all of that stuff, everything that has to do with your packing, your bubble wrap. If you're a content creator and you want to like pack your ring lights and all of that stuff, which I'm still going to get to, by the way, you're going to need bubble wrap, shrink wraps, cling films, everything you need to pack. Please make sure to buy that. And then the next thing I want to say is food items. But before I get there, my advice is for you to cargo the food items. I'm talking about like the heavy food items like gari, poundo, beans, all of that stuff. Like you can easily cargo them, right? If you use some reliable air cargo agents, it gets to Canada in 1 week or even 2 weeks. So depending on the ones you use and their ETA, you might want to even like cargo your food way ahead before you get to where you're going, right? So that you get there at about the same time. So if you have enough room to wait before you travel, the best option is actually even sea cargo. And it's good if you have somebody on ground wherever you're relocating to help you facilitate your collection and all of that. Sea cargo typically takes between 2 to 4 months, but the last one I did personally took like 3 months or thereabouts. So that one is cheaper. So for context, sea cargo will charge you like $5.50 per kg, right? And of course, when it gets to Canada, you pay I think $1.50 per kg for clearing it. But air cargo would charge you, last I used it was like 2.8 or 3K. I hear it has increased now. I can't remember specifics. They will charge you that much per kg and you still pay the $1.50 to clear it here. So if there's no rush, your best bet is to do sea cargo. It's just that sea cargo has like a minimum of 100 kg. So you need to really pack a lot of food and all of that to be able to use sea cargo, right? Or you can pair with somebody. Essentially, food items and all of that, especially the non-perishable ones, by the way, like dry foods that nothing is going to happen to, you want to cargo those things, right? So that you can use your box for things that are important. But here's what I should have said earlier as well. So when you're packing, right, I've considered using cargo look at the list of prohibited items, because they will give you a list of things that are allowed and things that are not allowed. So those things that are not allowed on cargo, there are some of them that you can carry with you, i.e. perfumes, and if you're using bleaching creams, all those things, you're not able to carry it with cargo. Right, some particular types of skincare, drugs, all of that stuff, your prescription, you can't use cargo, right? So those ones you want to unpack them with you. And I'll just go straight to the next, but that is your you want to like get your drugs, get your prescriptions from your doctor. Like I said earlier, everything medical, you want to sort that out, right? Yeah, and also you want to get a portable scale, right? Because you want to weigh your luggage before you leave your house. And please make sure to give an allowance of like 0.5, because Nigerian airport these days, I hear that they are crazy. So literally you use all these scales, even though they are not 100% accurate, but I know that when I use them, they were okay, right? And you now get to the airport, like in your house, you can measure like 22.8. You get to the airport and you turn to like 24. And they'll insist that you pay for extra luggage. So get those travel scale, right? And just leave an allowance of at least 0.5 or 1 if you're that generous, okay? So get a travel scale so that you can use that to pack your things. And also don't forget to get your travel adapter, because you would need it here. Nigeria's plug is like 3 plugs. I don't know all the amps and DC voltage, I don't know all of that, but our own plugs have just 2 pins. Nigeria plug has 3 pins, just like the UK. So you want to get an adapter because you need it for your laptop chargers, your phone chargers, and all of that. So they call them universal travel adapters. Once again, I'm sure you can get it from Jumia, or if you have anyone coming from the States or UK and all of that, you can order from Amazon and they'll bring it for you. So you want to get a travel adapter, you want to get a travel pillow, because depending on where you're going to and how long your layover is and all of that, it might be a long flight. So you want to get your pillow as well, your travel pillow. And also the last but not the least is that you want to arrange for your accommodation in Canada, okay? So if you're going to be staying with somebody, make sure that you have that sorted. If you're going to be staying in an Airbnb, make sure that you have booked your Airbnb depending on how long you want to stay there. If you want to book a hotel, do all of that. Just make sure you have arranged from your accommodation. As a matter of fact, make sure that you've arranged for logistics from the airport, unless of course you want to use Uber and all of that, fine. And I think with these few points of mine, if you have all of this in place, you are good to go, like no stories. Please let me know in the comment section if I missed anything. I tried to make a comprehensive list, but hey, please make sure to comment down below if I missed anything in the travel prep. And also in my next video, I'm going to be talking about important things that you should bring to Canada, okay? So please stay tuned for that video. It goes live next week, and the one after that will be things that you should not bring to Canada. Very unpopular opinion, by the way, so it might be a bit controversial, okay? But hey, make sure to stay tuned to watch that video in the next 2 weeks as well. Anyways, thank you for watching this far. If you watched this far, I appreciate you. Thank you for always coming to watch my videos, and please comment down below if this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. In the meantime, stay happy and stay jeje. You know the vibes. Bye.